Bueno, what up, fam? Today is November. It's the 28th. It's Monday. Just chilling here in the apartamento of almost a year para hablar. I'm just kidding. We're gonna go talk to you guys in a little bit. Do some email. But yeah, today's P-Day. This week was pretty good. Let's see what we did. Well, Monday last week was P-Day, obviously. Then, I don't know what we did in the night. Let me take a look here. Just give me a sec. Okay. So, in the night, I don't remember what we did. So, I'm going to move on. Tuesday was good. Tuesday, we had zone conference. We had to get up at 4:50 in the morning to drive to Wenatchee. It's like a 2.5 hour drive-ish. And so we drove to Wenatchee and had zone conference. That was an all-day thing. We had to be there a little early to help set up. And also, Elder Wunderlich and I, we conducted the zone conference. That was fun. And then there was like a training / role play thing that we had to do. So that was fun. It was our zone and the Wenatchee zone. And yeah, that was an all-day thing. Then afterwards, we grabbed a bite to eat in Wenatchee before we headed out. And yeah, so we stopped at this Mexican place. We don't get a lot of Mexican food up here because no members are Mexican. So we stopped at this Mexican place called Taqueria El Rinconcitos, and we ate some good grub there. Then we left, and we actually were stopping off in Chelan to do exchanges with the Chelan elders. So we didn't actually go home. So Tuesday night, so we left Tuesday morning, had zone conference, and then Tuesday night we got up to Chelan. Exchanged with those elders all day Wednesday, and then Wednesday night we drove home like in the evening. Yeah, so that was fun. So we didn't get back to our area really till we didn't really do anything in our area till Thursday. And then let's see, Thursday. So Thursday was Thanksgiving. So Elder Wunderlich and I, we made these things for some members in the ward to give them like a thank you for helping us out and stuff with missionary work and stuff. And what we did was we went and got some Starburst, just like bought a little dollar box of Starburst at Walmart, and we wrote a thank you thing, and it was like, thank you for being, and we gave like one of the new, for the Christmas initiative, we gave one of the new like Christmas cards that says light the world on it. And so on the thank you notes, it said like, thank you for all you do, thank you for continually being lights unto the world. And then we were like, thank you for being lights into the world like a star bursting. So it was pretty good. And then we put that thank you note with it with the pass along card. And yeah, we dropped that off to a bunch of members on Thursday. So that was pretty clever. And then we also did one to our investigators. We did the same thing, but then we also got a dollar box of now and laters. And we were like, the steps that you are about to take will bless your life now and later. So it was pretty good. We were pretty clever with that one. They really liked that. We dropped it off to them before dinner. It was like in the afternoon. It was around 2 or 3. And then they actually invited us over for dinner. So we had dinner with a member, with the Lyles family. Ate dinner with them. And 2 recent converts in our area were there. Jose Lopez and Trevor Zachman. They're pretty cool people. Jose is a Mexican who doesn't speak a lick of English, so every time we do anything with English people, we have to translate for him. So that's always fun. And then Trevor, he's like this 27-year-old dude who got baptized. He's pretty cool. But yeah, we ate dinner with them. And then after that, we went over to our investigator's house, Monica and Arturo Reyes, and because they invited us over for dinner, and we had a second dinner with them. We didn't eat very much at the first dinner, so that we could eat a little bit at least with our investigators. So we ate another dinner with them. That was super cool. Got to meet their family and just be there with them for a little bit on Thanksgiving. And then afterwards, we just went and dropped off and met with and visited other members too, because President asked us not to tract on that day and all that jazz. So we didn't. We just went by members and stuff. That's what he told us to do, basically. So, yeah. So that was Thanksgiving. It was pretty good. Then Friday, we had weekly planning. We were able to go on and kind of learn how to work the Light the World website on Mormon.org to figure out like how to use it so that we can show people, this investigator up in Oroville, the Oroville Elders, it's about 45 minutes north of us, but they have an investigator. She was an investigator. Her name is Elizabeth Moody. She got baptized actually on Saturday and confirmed yesterday, so that was super cool. She's an 80-year-old woman. She's seen some crazy stuff. She fought in Korea, and she was a pilot for 2 years, and she was telling me, I interviewed her for her baptism, and she was telling me all kinds of stuff that she saw while she was over there, and it was crazy. But yeah, she got baptized up in Oroville on Saturday. We were able to go up, make it up there to that. That was really cool. So that was Friday night. We interviewed her for baptism, and then we went and visited Jose Lopez, our recent convert. Him and his wife are going through some struggles, marriage problems. We don't know how to help that, so we have to get some members involved because we're not allowed to counsel on that kind of stuff. For one, we have no experience, and for two, that's not our job as missionaries. So, yeah. Then, Saturday, we did some studies. Oh, and we also went to the baptism of Liz. And then we got back. We went and did some service for a part member family. They're not in our area, but they're in our ward. They're in the other elders area because there's 4 elders in our ward. And so we went and helped them split some wood for a couple hours. They had like tons and tons of wood that they needed to have split. So we went and helped them with that, which was pretty fun. Surprisingly, my left hamstring is sore from that. Not sure why, but no other part of my body is sore except for my left hamstring. So, yeah, I don't know the explanation there, but then Saturday, nothing else really happened. We did exchanges with the other elders that we live with, Elder West and Elder Hibbard. And, yeah, so that's what we did on Saturday. And then Sunday was church, obviously. And then we had a lesson with a girl. Her name is Venice. She's like 10 years old. She is like pretty good. One of her neighbors are members, and they're like super awesome. And we had a lesson with them. Well, at their house with her. She's like so smart. She like teaches us basically when we just use the pamphlets, and she gives like, she'll read something and she'll be like, yeah, so it's basically like this, and then she'll like explain it and like give like some analogy that like
sometimes that don't work.
Sometimes that don't work at all, but like a lot of the times they do. And she basically teaches us. It's pretty hilarious. And then she'll be like, okay, you can read now.
Yeah.
And then she's like, okay, you only read to this part, and then he's gonna read. And just like she's like tells us what to do. But she's super funny. She's 10. Her mom, she wants to get baptized, but her mom will let her. She just wants her to be like really, really sure that this is something she wants to do, instead of just doing it now and then like stopping later when she gets older. So her mom just wants her to be really sure. Her mom's not really interested, but she has the support of her neighbors. They're basically like her grandparents, and So that's pretty cool. But her family's pretty crazy. She has probably about the same amount of life experience. She's got more street cred than us. Like, her family's pretty crazy. Her mom has been in and out of, like, having problems with drinking and using drugs and things like that. She's clean now, and but she just knows all about that kind of stuff. She's had family members die from alcohol poisoning. She was telling us yesterday, 15 years old. She just knows a lot of things, but she knows that all of it is bad, and she tells her family that all that stuff's bad. She's pretty awesome. But yeah, so we taught her yesterday, and then we went by some people in the nighttime, but nothing really cool happened. We did some tracting in part of our area that we've never tracted before, but that was basically it. Also, something else crazy that happened this past week or so. So I don't know if I talked about Lance last week, but Lance is actually Liz, the one who got baptized. It's her nephew, and this dude's crazy. So he has cancer, and he's in his 50s, and he's gay, and anyway, this guy is nuts. First, we don't know how he got our phone number, but he calls us, and he's like, hey, are you the missionaries? There's missionaries talking to my mom up in Oroville. I want to talk to missionaries too. And then he was calls us one day, and we're like, he's like, I need some of this stuff that he calls Liz his mom, but she's not his mom. He's like, I need stuff from my mom that she has, and I need it in 3 hours, or I'm not going to make it through the night. I'm going to die, all this stuff. She has my meds that I need. So this crazy thing just went down. The Oroville elders got the stuff from her, drove it halfway down. We met them halfway, and then we got the stuff, took it to him. He was crazy. Then a part of the thing that we brought down was some money so that he could pay a copay so that he could keep getting his cancer treatment. So then this happens, and then he tells us he wants to get baptized, all this stuff. And then Thanksgiving, he texts us, he calls us, and he's like, oh my gosh, I haven't eaten in 2 or 3 days, I'm gonna die. This guy is being stupid. This guy's a drunk, and he's just complaining about this dude that owns this motel that he's staying in for now. And he's like, this guy is so dumb. I gave him the money to pay my copay, but he won't do it. I'm gonna take my gun over there, and I'm gonna shoot him, and then I'm gonna shoot myself.
LOL.
And then he put LOL in the text. Who does that? And then, so we're like, oh my gosh. And he's like, I haven't eaten in 3 days. Can you guys bring me some food? And we were at dinner, and so we were just like, hey, can we take a plate of food to this dude? And so we took him some Thanksgiving food on just a plate. We dropped it off. Elder Wonderlich stayed in the car. I just knocked on the door, gave it to him, and we were just peacing out because we were not going to mess with this dude. We're just look.
Tell him what you said.
Oh yeah, he's like, man, I need to get to the hospital to get my treatment, all this stuff, and we're
He denied hospital care just
yeah, but he was in the hospital, and then he denied the care a couple weeks ago. He didn't want any more. He didn't want to be in the hospital, and so he's like, I need to get to the hospital. I need my treatment, all this stuff. And he's like, I don't have money because that guy didn't pay my copayment, so now my insurance won't cover me or something like that. And he doesn't even know probably how it all works anyway. I don't even know.
Maybe
but
he does well enough that he can try and manipulate people to get money out of him.
I don't know. But then he's like, can your church pay for my stuff so that I can get treatment, and I'll pay him back later or something? And I was just like, no, that's not how the church works. They don't just pay for stuff randomly just because people need it. If they did that, then people would it'd just be a charity case. I didn't say that to him, but I was like, that's not how it works. And he's like, is there any way that you guys can help me? And I was like, that's not our job as missionaries. That's not what we do. We can't help you with that. We're sorry. We'll pray for you, but we can't help you with this situation. And he's just oh my gosh. Then he is texting Liz, his aunt, all these hate texts telling her that he hates her and all this stuff. And then he texted her and said that he called the bishops, and the bishops are mad at us that he's gonna sue our church because we said that we promised that we would bring Liz down to him so that she could give him some money and all this stuff. And he's saying he's gonna sue us and all this crap. This dude is nuts. but we're avoiding him now, and we put him.
On ice.
We blocked his number, and well, we're never gonna talk to him again. He is crazy.
Well, we haven't blocked his number yet. We put him on ice.
Well,
Which was
okay, I gotta end this, so that doesn't matter. But yeah, this is getting a little long, so that's what happened this week. Lance is crazy, and yeah, the church is true. The book is purple, and the church is true. Anyway, love you, fam. We'll talk to you later. Deuces.